Hello again. This time we are going to talk about anxiety and defenses. Or defense mechanisms, excuse me. So that's where we're going. Last time we talked about kind of thinking and unconscious thought, both primary process and secondary process, so the deliberate rational. And we'll map this on to modern cognitive psychology in 1 or 2 units from now. The personality processes unit. So some of this stuff does permeate beyond Freud. Actually, a lot of it does, which is why I'm talking about it. Cool. So this time, anxiety and defense. So anxiety is, according to Freud, there are 2 types. You've got anxiety caused by the outside world and anxiety caused from psychic conflict. So anxiety from psychic conflict occurs when the mind battles itself. So things that we want from the id are kind of balanced against from what is possible. So from the world. And so you've got things we want from the id, things that are possible, kind of like the ego. And then you've got the piece of things that are morally right. That's the superego. And anxiety stems from when these are not the same. When you can't, when what you want, what you can do, like if that's a discrepancy, or what you can do versus what you should do, like all those pieces, any discrepancy between those is results in anxiety, according to psychoanalytic thought. And the mind tries to prevent anxiety with defense mechanisms, and these are ways to shield the self from reality. So these are the techniques the ego uses to keep certain thoughts and impulses hidden in order to avoid or lessen the anxiety. So either becoming kind of blissfully ignorant about what is possible is one way, or just trying to tell the id to chill. Just chill. We can't do that thing. You gotta wait. You gotta wait till the end of the semester. And then you can take a nap. Those kinds of things. So, lots of different defense mechanisms. So many defense mechanisms. So denial. And the reason why I'm giving you all of this language, essentially, because this is kind of like the language of Freud unit, is so that, because you'll hear these terms out in the wild, out in the nature. Not the nature, in the media, in your readings, in just the world. And so I think it's helpful to know what they're supposed to mean. And so you can kind of compare that to how common language, how the popular media and the lay conception differs. That's not to say the lay conception is wrong. What I'm saying is that these have morphed over time. So denial, let's start there, is the refusal to believe bad news or anything that might make you anxious. So that's denial, just that it's not a thing, that you just ignore whatever. It's like being deliberately ignorant. Next we got repression, and so that's just failure to acknowledge, it's not just, but it's failure to acknowledge anything that might remind you of unwanted thoughts. So you just repress and hold back and just don't. If you don't engage, then you don't have to think about those things that you don't want to think about. If that makes sense. So next we got Tookie, what you doing? Hey. That's rude. Sorry. We were at reaction formation. Tooks, you want to come here? Come here. No? Okay. Sorry, he looked and he was, come on, come here. Nope. Alright. Sorry. You don't even get a cat picture to oh, here we go. Come on. Oh, so the challenge is there aren't a lot of good places for him to jump up. Come here. where he wants to jump is like the COVID station. Okay, well, sorry. That was a lot of much to do about nothing. Alright, and I think we're just gonna keep going. So enjoy. Reaction formation is to create the opposite idea to what may cause anxiety. So essentially, you just take the opposite. Last on this slide, we got projection. So it's when you think something about the self that would cause anxiety is instead true of others. So instead of it being true about yourself, you just say that that's the thing that that other person's dealing with. You're projecting your own self onto them. I think he's going to keep circling. Come here. Right here. Right here. Come on. Come here. Okay. I have made as much clear space for him as possible. There we go. Cool. Sorry about those antics. It's just, that's what it is today. So projection is thinking, yeah, we covered this. So let's just go to the next slide and just, ugh. All right, so here are 4 more. So rationalization. So you create a rational and logical explanation that doesn't actually acknowledge the real motive. It's creating a story to fit your behaviors, and you can create one that's compelling and logical, but it's not actually what's happening. Next, we got intellectualization. That is translating anxiety-producing thoughts into unemotional theories or jargon. It's to create some distance between you and the thing causing you anxiety. Next, we got displacement, which is moving an object of emotion from a dangerous target to a safer target. So you kind of displace. So instead of being like super anxious about like, I don't know, COVID, you're super anxious about like your grades. You just like you displace your stress onto something you can handle. It's a very practical coping mechanism right now, to be honest. Okay, lastly, we got sublimation. It's this idea of providing a safe outlet for problematic desires. So instead of like going to go, I don't know, do something super reckless, like go out in public to a bar, you pick something a little more safe. You have a group of friends come over to a very small socially distanced group, so you get some social contact. It's a safer one. That's the idea. Okay, next time. Again, I've tried to slice these up as much as possible. Psychoanalysis is therapy and theory. That's where we're going. And bye-bye. I'm not going to move because if I move, stuff is gonna... I'll unplug something, and then let's not do that again.